So the other day I made a video talking about how to pull one custom GPT into a conversation or another GPT. And then a friend of mine asked me today if she starts a conversation in a regular chat, but then pulls in a custom GPT, what is the output going to be? Is it going to be pulling the conversation from her base memory, the general memory, or is it only going to pull the memory from the chat? And so I wanted to kind of ask it some questions, and here's what I came up with, which is kind of what I thought it was. And that is, if you are using a custom GPT, the GPT can only access the memory of that GPT. It can, however, take important details and add them back to your general memory if it thinks it's important. But if you are talking inside a custom GPT, the only thing that it can see is the conversation above it, so the chat it's in, and the instructions and knowledge docs inside of that custom GPT. So it's a little bit funky because sometimes you want to use a custom GPT that's programmed really great and it has all the right knowledge docs and everything, but you also want it to refer back to your main memory. And that's where you can't really do it. There's some hacks that you can try to get around. And so I wanted to show you one really quick. Okay, so I'm starting with a fresh chat in ChatGPT. I'm going to keep it at 4.0. Although sometimes you might notice that it sets itself to 03, I still like 4.0 just for this type of writing and copywriting. So basically I gave it a prompt. Can you write me an email about my upcoming GPT planning workshop and make the angle? If you're a seasoned digital entrepreneur but struggle to maintain a six-figure income streams, this AI planning session is for you. Okay, so when I hit enter, it's only going to be able to access the memory of all of my chats that it thinks are relevant. Okay, so let's just hit enter and see what it writes for me. So it's written me the email, stuck at six figures. This 1 hour planning session is for you. If you've been in the game a while, it's talking about my workshop on July 24th, etc., etc. Now I can pull in a GPT and I can say, based on what you see above and your information, how would you make this better? So let's do that. So I'm going to first @ sign and I'm going to bring in my Copywriter Pro because that's the one. Review the email above and tell me how you would update it. Now, here's the thing. Now it has basically switched. So instead of coming over here and looking at my general memory, it's switched over here, and now it's only looking at what it knows about me based on the custom GPT. There's no way to simultaneously have it pull both things. But you can see here so that it's now made it a little more in my voice. You hit six figures, now what? That's something I'd say. Stuck at 6, this AI planning session is your next move. You've already done what most people haven't. You've built a legit business. Now I can remove this. So now the GPT is gone and I can ask the first conversation about it. I just had my Copywriter Pro GPT write me a new version. What do you think? The other thing you can do now is you can combine the two. So you can either keep the GPT in there, or you can bring in a whole nother GPT, or you can remove the GPT like I did, and you can say, now merge the two together to give me a full, robust outline. And if I were you, what I would do is I would do that exercise without the GPT and with the GPT and see what you get. So now it's starting to merge these two together. And so now it's working extra hard for me, okay? Because where I would have been happy probably with either one of those first two versions, now this version is like, how can I make that last version better? And so it's gone ahead and it's given me a few changes, and it's also kind of given me a little bit of a rewrite. It's probably altered some things. So that's how to use your memory that's built into ChatGPT and a custom GPT together. But again, the trick is you have to start it with a fresh chat without pulling in a custom GPT, because once you have one custom GPT in there, you can add in other GPTs, but you can't remove the base GPT completely. Okay, this was a little complicated, but I think it was worth going over. I hope you got some value from this. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care.